on up.
Everybody right there.
Get into it.
Everybody right there.
Get involved.
Everybody just come on now. Come on now.
Hi, I'm here today with Miss Annette Lott, who's a long-term resident of the Fruit Belt and the president of Fruit Belt United. So Miss Lott, you've been a resident of the Fruit Belt for 62 years.
Yes.
How has the Buffalo Niagara Medical Campus been impacting the Fruit Belt?
Probably the most visible impact is the fact that people who live there cannot park in front of their own homes. Many of our individuals come home from work and other places and they find they have to park 2-3 blocks away. Some of them seniors, people in wheelchairs. And then part of that is if you have medical problems and have medical personnel to come to your house, they can't find parking even to come in for your nursing care or whatever. So the fact that our parking spaces are taken up without any consideration for the fact that in front of your house you should be able to park there, that's probably the biggest impact. But there are things that are will still come, and right now the rents are very high in the Fruit Belt. So if you want to live there, the rents are going like $1,400, $1,200 for rents.
And how will that impact people who already own houses in the area?
Well, one of the things that's going to happen is that once the moratorium is lifted on these lots and they increase the assessments of your homes, which they're going to do because the property values are going up. So they're going to reassess them. When they reassess your property values, and some people actually aren't aware of this, when your assessment goes up, your property taxes also go up. When your property taxes go up, you've got to pay that. It's not going to be decreased. And if you're, poor, you're low income, and you're not getting any more money, and you're in a fixed income, and you have to pay more taxes, you may or may not be able to afford that. If you can't afford it, then you are faced with two options. You either sell and you leave, or you lose the property to the city. If you lose the property to the city, or if you sell it, we have people now who are actually calling people on the phone, asking, speculators that are asked, are you selling your property? Would you like to sell your property? And once those people come in, they are renovating those houses and running them for very high rents. That means that individuals in the area will be people who are of a high income, and the community spirit that we've had all the time will leave.
Can you tell us about one of the groups that's working to create solutions and to work against this displacement, the Community First Alliance, and sort of what you're doing with that?
Mm-hmm. The leadership of the Fruit Belt, myself being one of them, and other Fruit Belt organizations, block clubs, and other coalitions, had formed a group of over 3 years ago, and we wrote a community benefit agreement. Once we had crafted that agreement, very long document, that asked for community, that the property tax be held at the 2015 rate, that in fact that we wanted low-income housing built, that we want jobs for the residents, parking, those kind of issues. Anyway, once we had did that, we began to look around in Buffalo for other activist groups, and we found the Partnership for Public Good, PUSH, and other community activists, and we partnered with them as we needed support in terms of how to go about taking the document, our community benefit agreement that we had crafted, and taking it to the next step where we can actually sit down at the negotiating table with the Buffalo Niagara Medical Campus. And they are assisting us with that part of it. But the actual document, all of the things that we said we wanted, the leadership of the Fruit Belt actually came up with those things. So the strategy, and then we formed, that group formed the Community First Alliance, and that's where that name came from.
And can you just tell us really briefly about the land trust and what that means right now?
The land trust we have asked for is an attempt by myself and other leadership and residents of the Fruit Belt community to gain 100% control over the 250 lots that are city owned right now, so that we will have the ability to have control over the development that takes place in the Fruit Belt. We've already seen the kind of development that the Buffalo Niagara Medical Campus has been involved in, and it has not included anything that will benefit the residents. And we know that the only way that's going to happen is that if we have the ability to control the process of who purchases those lots, we will be able to hold the rents at a level where low-income individuals will be able to afford housing, that housing will remain affordable, that we will have development without displacement of our residents, and that is what's key. We want development, we want businesses, we need businesses in our community, but we don't want to do it at the expense of dismantling what has been a viable, beautiful community spirit that we have built for many, many years. So we would want to keep that spirit alive. It has been a wonderful, wonderful experience. And I can tell you, really, it doesn't exist anyplace else in Buffalo. It doesn't. I've lived all over Buffalo. It does not exist the way it does in the Fruit Belt.
And so if people want to get involved, what should they know about the event that's going to be happening tomorrow?
Tomorrow we are having a event where we will discuss our need for community benefit agreement for our land trust that we are asking for, and what that will mean for the residents, and how we will develop a board that will actually set down policy, that will have residents, that we will have developers who are selected by the residents, as well as other community activists on that board, to dictate how those lots are sold, what happens with those lots, how affordable those lots are. So we're going to discuss all those things. And beside that, we're going to have barbecue and hot dogs for individuals to come. And I encourage you, we need the support of everybody in our community. This is not something that's going to stop at the Fruit Belt. If you look at the development, it's already moved down Main Street, going out to Cold Spring, and is moving across Humboldt Parkway. So this is actually what's going on in the Fruit Belt, okay? It's just the tip of the iceberg. Come and support us.
Thank you so much for being here with us today, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Everybody over there, get on up. Everybody right there, get into it.